A great teacher had rightly said, a life of joy and happiness is possible only on the basis of knowledge. Good evening, revered Secretary Maharaj, revered Principal Maharaj, our honorable guests, our revered monks, our respected teachers, and to everyone present in this Vivekananda auditorium. Today, on the auspicious event of the 136th birth anniversary of Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, I have been given this opportunity to say something about him. Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, born on 5th September 1888 in Tirutani, India, he was a scholar and statesman who served as the President of India from 1952 to 1967. He served as a professor of philosophy at Mysore and Calcutta. He was also the professor of Eastern religions and ethics at the University of Oxford in England. Radhakrishnan also led India's delegation to the UNESCO, and he was elected as the chairman of UNESCO's executive board from 1949 to 1952. He also served as an Indian ambassador to the Soviet Union. On his return to India in 1952, he was elected as a past Vice President of India. Radhakrishnan's written works include Indian philosophy and idealist view of life, etc. In his lectures and his books, he had tried to interpret Indian thought for the Westerners. Now, I am going to narrate an incident which will not only show Dr. Radhakrishnan's intellectuality, but also his selfless endeavor and love towards educating students. This incident dates back to 1939. His Highness Madan Mohan Malavya was in search of a suitable Vice Chancellor for the Kashi Hindu University. Malavyaji reached Kolkata to meet Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan and went to his residence. He said, I have come here as a solicitor Brahmin. Will you fulfill my aspire? Dr. Radhakrishnan had feelings of abysmal love and respect for His Highness. So he immediately said, Your Highness, don't solicit in front of me. Instead, command me what needs to be done. His Highness Malavyaji said, I want a great Hindu philosopher like you for our Hindu university. By becoming its Vice Chancellor, whatever pay scale you demand, we will give it to you. Radhakrishnan replied to His Highness with utter modesty, Your Highness, how can I commit this audacity of rejecting your comment? I will definitely go, but I have a condition. When Malavyaji asked what it was, he said, I will not accept anything as salary from the treasury of a grand education institution like the Hindu University. His Highness Madan Mohan Malavya took Radhakrishnan's hands in his hands and became tributed to him from that day. Now, the bond between a teacher and the student is the strongest of all. And we cannot deny the fact that our very own Vidyapit provides us a zone where we can share the same bond with our teachers, just as Dr. Radhakrishnan shared with his students. Students of all departments would bunk their classes to attend his lectures on philosophy. Classrooms would overflow and students would throng the corridors to listen to his lectures. Such was the reverence to him that when he was elected as the Vice Chancellor to the Calcutta University and he had to leave Mysore, the students gathered in large numbers and some of them unharnessed the horses from the carriage in which he was leaving to the railway station and chose to pull the carriage themselves. That was an unparalleled scene of devotion to a noble teacher. History may repeat itself with examples of great teachers, but he was certainly once in a million. He left for heavenly abode on 17th April 1975. The life and legacy of Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan can teach all of us a lot. We offer our homage and pranams to the feet of Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, and as he says, when we think we know, we cease to learn. We keep his golden words in our mind and advance towards our goal in forward our life. Thank you.